Welcome back to part 3 of the Banana Box. If you haven't been here before, I broke these cars down into first editions, main lines, and series cars. This will be the last of our first editions. So let's dig in and take a look. First up, we have a 2001 first edition Super Tuned. Now this blue mini truck with that giant wing in the back has fat decals all over it. Pretty nice looking truck with the oversized rims. I like it. Next up, we have a 2001 first edition Ferrari 156. Now this Ferrari was pretty heavyweight for its size, so it did great on the tracks, making the corners and the loop-to-loops. I always wanted to put a keyring through the front of it and make this one a keychain. Next up, we have a 2001 first edition Fright Bike. Now the Fright Bike had a special feature. It came with its own wheelie bar, and that wheelie bar was just as long as the bike. I always wanted to open one of these up and see what it looked like put together, but I never did. Here we have a 2001 first edition Mega Duty. Now this truck was pretty plain. I don't really like the lift with the wheels, but that red tinted window is a nice touch to this vehicle. Here we have a 2001 first edition Cunningham C4R. This car reminds me of the Corvette SR2. It's a good looking car. Next up, we have a 2001 first edition Riley & Scott MK2. This is a cool looking car. It looks like it's meant for the track. Again, another one-seater race car there. Here we have a 2001 first edition Lotus M250. This car is painted silver with lightly tinted windows. Looks like an average sports car to me. Here we have a 2001 first edition Outsider. Now I believe this is a drag strip motorcycle with a sidecar on it. Interesting looking vehicle. Next up, we have a 2001 first edition Panoz LMP1 Roadster S. I have a lot of different variations of these in my collection. I believe one's even a super treasure hunt. Here we have a 2001 first edition Evil Twin. Now this looks like some sort of monster from the 60s that the mob would cruise around in. Great looking car. Here we have a 2000 first edition Rockstar. This one's blue on an international card. And this one is yellow. Which one do you like better, the blue or the yellow? Leave it in the comments below. Here we have a 2004 first edition Hard-Nosed Mercury 1949. I always really liked the Mercuries and the 49 to 50s Mercuries, but this car was questionable. I don't know if I like how they shaped it. Here we have a 2004 first edition tuned Enzo Ferrari. A cartoon Enzo Ferrari. I think it was better in theory than it is in reality. Here we have a 2004 first edition 360 Modena. Now this is a good looking car with that giant spoiler on the back and those huge rims. Here we have a 2004 first edition tuned Toyota Supra. Some of these cartoon cars, they're even hard to tell what they are. And now looking at it from the top, should have shown the backlights, but of course I didn't do that. Here we have a 2004 first edition tuned Shift Kicker. I feel like this is a car that Eddie Munster would drive around. Here we have a 2004 first edition Batmobile. Now these Batmobiles look the same, but they have a subtle difference. As you can see here, the cards are different, but I think that is it. Leave it in the comments if you spot any other differences. Here we have a 2004 first edition Dodge Charger 1969. This is a classic example of American muscle. It even has flames on it. Next up we have a 2004 first edition Swoop-de-Doo. Weird name for a weird looking car. I believe it's a one-seater. I don't even know. Last but not least is this 2004 first edition tuned Lotus Esprit. Here you have another tuned car. Either you love them or you hate them. That's going to be it for this one, guys. Hope you liked it. We'll see you next time for part 4.